Hi there. Today we're going to be making some espressos and cappuccinos a very easy way, very easy method. First you're going to need an espresso machine, kind of like that. Most espresso machines work the same way. The commercial ones can be just a tiny bit different, but all in all they work the same way. Most of them bring a carafe, a little carafe like this, and the grounds holder, which has a little metal strainer on the inside. What you're going to need is a cup of hot steamed milk, actually 2/3 of a cup depending on the size of mug you're going to use. I have 2/3 cup of steamed milk. And what I'm going to use for sweetening is aspartame, which is like artificial sweetener because I'm diabetic. Okay, so let's get started. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to pour the water into the tank. And make sure that it's right at the number 4. And just pour that in. And make sure you tighten your lid as tight as you can. Just plug in my machine. Okay, now what you'll need to do is to fill the little strainer that comes with the machine with your coffee, and it depends on the espresso type of coffee you buy. Most espresso coffees are really good. I use the Bustelo. It's Bustelo. It's a Puerto Rican espresso. And what I normally do is I'll put in a heaping tablespoon in there, and you have to pack it down. Okay, so depending on how dark you want it, if you want your espresso really, really dark and rich, then you'll add another heaping teaspoon, and you have to pack it down. Now, you can't use regular coffee because, as you can see, the espresso type coffee, it's almost ground into a powder. And you're gonna fit it back in there, and it takes some doing to get used to putting it into the safety lock thing there before you express it. Now we're going to put our carafe back under there, and we're going to turn the machine on. And usually you turn it on to where it shows the little cup with steam. A lot of the espresso machines have that little cup with the steam, showing that that's the setting you put it to extract the coffee. And these espresso machines work pretty fast, so they're pretty easy to use. Now, while that's brewing, you might want to take your cup, your mug, whatever mug you're going to use, and you'll want to add your steamed milk in there. And I'm going to add 2 packs of equal to my milk. You can always sweeten or season the coffee right at, you can put your 2 teaspoons of sugar in there into the carafe, and as the coffee is coming down you can stir it, or you can sweeten your milk with either sugar, or you can add some people put cinnamon and sugar. I just use 2 packs of the Sweet and Low, or the Equal, or anything like that. If you want to stay on the low fat, low sugar side, you can use skim milk, 1%, or even 2%, or you can use whole milk. I'm using 2%. So our milk is ready to go, ready for after the coffee has steamed. As you can see, the coffee is beginning to extract. And once it begins to extract, it goes pretty fast. Notice how nice and dark and rich it is. And that was 1 heaping tablespoon. And it smells absolutely wonderful. Now you'll want to wait for it to reach that number 4 line right there, or almost to it, because you don't want to run completely out of water, because then you won't have steam to do your milk. So once the foam almost reaches that number 4, you'll want to cut it off. And then now you'll want to work on steaming your milk. Put my camera down here. And what you'll have to do is you'll need to put the actual knob of the espresso, the tip, like about that far into the milk. If you don't and you turn the steamer on, you're going to have a big mess in your kitchen. So what I do is I tilt it and I put the tip inside. And you hear when it starts to bubble. And as you pull the cup down, it froths the milk even more. Now, mind you, this is just 2%. I have used skim milk, and it gives me the same effect. Now once your milk is frothed, and you're going to turn your machine off, make sure you turn it off while it's still dipped, or you're going to have a mess in your kitchen. Alright, and it's always a good rule of thumb to wipe your frother as soon as you're done. Get a nice sponge there and wipe that down so that you're ready for the next time. Alright, so now we're going to check our milk. And it's nice and frothy, as you can see. So now it's time to add the coffee. Now, if you want an espresso, you can just use a little espresso cup and pour that in there. Okay? Or if you want a cappuccino, you just pour the milk, the coffee directly into the milk. There you go. Cappuccino and espresso from just a regular espresso machine. This one's a Mr. Coffee. They have different varieties in the store, and they all work pretty much the same. Hope this was helpful. Bye-bye.